What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geekout podcast. Today's episode, we're going to pay tribute to Donald Sutherland, who passed away. We're going to geek out over The Boys, season 4. We're going to give you some news and give you our thoughts on Marvel's new podcast. Are they looking to recast Black Panther in the MCU? We've got some other news for you, and then we're going to finish off with this week's retro movies reviews, which is a classic Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. As always, guys, do check the description. You have the flexibility, the timestamp will be there, so you can skip straight to the Geek Out news, or you have the flexibility to check any part of the show and skip around the show. But as usual, we're going to start off with some real world issues and stuff. But before we get to that, some brothers updates. I'm here. We're in the second headquarters in London. I'm with Kibbs, side by side. What's happening, Kibbs?
All good, bro. All good. It's been a emotional, long week, bro. As you know, there's some things in the pipeline that I can't say at the moment now. Work in silence, and then once you start getting things done, then reward yourself. So that's the way we're going to see it for now, but I'll let you guys know probably in a couple of months what's happening. But for now, yeah, man, it's been full on. Looking after the kids and school runs and all the rest of it. I'm feeling it. Last night didn't sleep well, so I didn't sleep well. I'm on edge, bro. I feel like what's his name? Michael Douglas in Falling Down. At one point, when I was in the chicken shop, somebody almost bumped into me, and I was like, "Oh, come on, man, take it easy, man. Walk around. There's a pram there. How can you still hit a leg?
Oh God.
You know what I mean?" But other than that, all good, bro. I'm trying to work out what happened this week.
What happened this week, man? Well, you did say you had some screeners and stuff that you forgot about. That's how busy it was.
Basic. Yeah, can you believe that? It's first time in our
So you
career
didn't
of doing
even
this.
respond, or you
No,
responded?
I
you're going,
responded and I said,
go?
"Yeah, we're gonna go." Then I got the email the following morning saying, "Oh, sorry you couldn't make it, but here's a online screener." So it was for Russell Crowe's new movie, The Exorcism, and then there's another one. There was one for Horizon Chapter 1, Kevin Costner's new one. So I'm like, oh my God, I completely missed it. But next week we got a few. I can't remember one of them. So Atia and her friend is going to go to that one, so she's going to cover that for us. She recently went to Romeo and Juliet, the Tom Holland one, which I'll put up some of the footage up later on the channels, guys. And we've got a movie by Lionsgate called Kill, which is they say it's probably one of the most violent movies ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm more violent than The Boys, because that shit goes ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. It's been full
I heard it's like another, like, you know, comparison to like the Indian John Wick or whatnot. But it's like a Bollywood John Wick, but it's Lionsgate. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that, actually.
Yeah, that's Monday, so that's us. Me and G-Man will be there. But yeah, other than that, bro, just ticking along, man. I've been just getting along. I've been watching Quantum Leap, so that's my go-to at the moment. Quantum Leap has been deep recently. So if you guys are fans of Quantum Leap, the original one, and as an original fan who absolutely loves time travel and what Sam Beckett went through, this is a nice continued story. Yes, there's a few things they didn't do, but I'm stuck in. I'm almost finishing the first season, so.
I think when I get back to Dubai, I'm gonna get into it. Just not the time here, man. Cool, man. Yeah, well, it's been a week since I got here. It's been good to spend some time at home. It's the first time I've actually taken the missus out when we come to London. Normally, I just come home. I just want to be at home and chill out with the family, with the kids. But I was like, man, I should take her out and about. There is a lot to see in London. So sort of, you know, a few things. Took Idris out, and then we went to like London Bridge the other day. But I have to tell a funny story about Idris, man. Idris,
what happened?
My nephew, man. Forgive me, bro. When you see this many years from now, or if you see this many years from now. But he gave me jokes, bro, man. So I picked him up from school that day.
Oh, yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. So I was a bit late. Anyway, he come out. We're walking. And then we're walking through like Tottenham Green. And we're cutting out through the back. All of a sudden, my guy, I need to go toilet. Like, he like held it the whole time until like the point of no return, like critical condition, right? So I was like, oh, man, I'm freaking out. You know, all right, go to the tree. So he pulls out, right, his little tippy tackle and whatnot, and he's going right, and I'm like, the stream is strong right now. I'm like, Idris, don't let it touch your clothes. You know, as an adult, you know how to control it. Your clothes, you push it back. Well, I'm like, don't let it touch your clothes. And the stream's going like that. And I'm like, don't let it touch your clothes.
So
it doesn't. Just before the power stream stopped, But you know, you got sprinkles, innit? So just before I could say, bro, Idris, shake it off. He pulls up his pants. I'm like, Idris, man, you gotta shake the sprinkles off. And on his hand and stuff. He tried to hold my hand. I'm like, Idris, chill for a second, bro. Can't hold my hand. Come up. Here's a wet wipe. Wipe your hands properly. I'm gonna hold you by your arm for now. You can't eat your crisps to out. He's so cute, man. He makes me laugh, bro. It just has this thing where he holds anything, poo, to the very last minute, and then he's like, and it's gone.
He does that. He does that a lot. He does that a lot.
Killed me.
He cracks me up, man.
Oh, he's the best, man. He's so funny, man.
Mashallah.
So yeah, that's it,
man.
These are memories that I'm building with him. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying, what I miss when I come home. That's why I try to make effort to pick him up from school. One way to pick up Alawa today, but train problems or whatnot. But I build my memories, but you know, time goes so quick. I miss so many years with them guys. And same thing with Nia and Isla. I'm missing months, you know, and it's just heartbreaking and stuff. So that's why I want to come back often and get you lot over. But those memories I'm gonna love, because you guys had memories with him when Ashraf was telling me you teased him at home or whatnot.
Oh yeah, no, so I get my voice. So I don't know. He finds me annoying, which is cool. I'm the annoying one, but he does. I love the love he shows when he sees us, which is amazing.
Oh man, it's amazing.
You know, it's quite funny, but you know, since he started martial arts as well, I've been doing the double clap on him, which he hates. He always tries to get me back. He hasn't got me back yet. But one day I was really proud of him. I think I was on the way. I was just about to go home. It was a long day at work. Was I picking up Nia? I can't remember. I was like, Sasa, come here. And then he just got me.
Double clap.
And I was like, I'm proud of you.
That was good time.
It was like good timing. He caught me right off guard. Because I'm always on guard when I'm with him because I don't know when he's going to do something silly. And then he got me, and I left all the way home laughing by myself because I was like, he got me so good. Like, even though I felt a kid in me saying, no, man, when are you getting back? And I was like, it was too, you know, when you get slapped like that, it's, I don't know, it was an emotional moment because it was like, oh man, he got me. But then it was like, oh, I'm proud of him as well at the same time because he got me right off guard.
Yeah.
So we had this ongoing battle between us two. But I got him the other day though, but scratching my bum, not like, you know, over the boxers.
And he dig in your butt.
And then I went, smell. And he was playing his DS? No, Switch. And he didn't react because he was still playing. Then he was like, oh! Like 2 seconds later, me and Ash were in tears, bro. And then he kept falling for it. Just randomly, I'd go up to him, smell my fingers. No! What you doing, Sasa? Anyway, bless him.
He's one of the boys.
He's one of the boys.
What's funny is he is one of the boys.
He is. Yeah.
And you know, as uncles, we're still young and in head anyway, in mind. We're gonna have that jokes with him.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, the girls are gonna be the girls. But he's the only boy. You know what I'm saying? So he's one of us. And slowly we'll introduce him to all the stuff that we love. But he's obsessed with Pokemon right now.
He loves Pokemon.
Loves it. Which is awesome because when I was in school, I'm not gonna lie, like secondary school, I was into it. Like really into it. And obviously now I'm not into it at all. But like I love that he's proper into it. He learned so much about it. Watch all his videos. He tries to quiz me. So what does someone so evolve into? And I have no idea these days, man. But I make up names and he's like, no, it's this. And I'm like, all right, cool. So it's funny, man. But I just remember we used to watch it. I used to run back from school. Even Dwayne used to like it.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur and Squirtle and Pikachu was cute and all that sort of stuff, man. I used to really enjoy it. So it's nice that he's building a passion for these things because I feel like he should, you know, like he's one of the boys. We love all that pop culture stuff, so he's gonna enjoy it. So
he will. You seen he's got into Mad Max Fury Road?
Yeah, he enjoyed that.
He hasn't seen the film. I know it's just
certain scenes and what, like car scenes and stuff.
The car scenes, but it was our journey home, and I think I had it playing, and Laura was like listening to Frozen.
Your feet touching me.
And then Laura was listening to Frozen. He was listening to Pokemon soundtrack, and I said, guys, can I listen to the soundtrack while we're driving through traffic? And I put on Brothers in Arms by Junkie XL from the Mad Max, and they loved it, man. Like hearing them, like, this is emotional. I was like, yeah, man, because this is the scene, isn't it? That scene to this day. I remember having goosebumps, and every time I even watch it on YouTube, I still get the same goosebumps watching it. Such a great song, such a great scene. But yeah, good on him, man. My little nephew, man.
Yeah, love it, man. So yeah, it's been good, bro. It's been a good week chilling with the kids and whatnot. So yeah, man. Next week I start going back to work, so get back into that routine. But trying to make an effort to see people, take the missus out, make sure we catch up, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, man, that's the London. You know, at least weather's nice as well. Which is
yeah, definitely. The weather's been good. Oh man, let's jump in.
Cool. Let's jump in. Well, guys, as usual, we're going to talk about some real world issues now. We'll be quick about it and stuff, but we do always have to kind of speak up on it. If you want to skip this again, check the description, timestamps there. But as always, we're going to always speak about free Palestine, free Sudan, free Congo, free many places. But these are sort of places right now going through some hard times, horrible sort of times. Again, the mainstream propaganda news or media will never present to you what is really happening. They're always going to paint a narrative, so it really takes your attention away from that. It really takes your emotional sympathy away from those people who need help. You know, this is real world stuff where people actually dying. There's lives on the line. It's very heartbreaking, and it's heartbreaking that the propaganda media, who actually portrays itself as, you know, world news that helps, you know, tell people the truth and that. And
they've lost their accreditation.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And even investigated journalism. Some of them, like, depending on their ways, again, it's not doing the right thing. You know, you have some certain investigative journalism. And guys, again, I keep shouting them out. Breaking Points, check them out on YouTube. Subscribe to them, right? Check Mark Lamont Hill, and then there's so much. You got Zateo.
Yeah, and you got the UK one. You got it's called Double Down News.
Double Down News.
Yeah, Double Down News is so good, and so, like, it's raw, upfront, proper journalism, proper truth. You know, not biased to one side. You know, they always go through both sides of the story. You know,
exactly. That's the thing. Because if I gave you news that was just pure, just one side, that's also wrong. But when something bad happens on the other side, they also bring that up. Right. This is why I listen to these guys, because they're talking about both sides of the story. So guys, do check them out. From our side, you know, like, guys, donate, like, ways we can help, man. Honestly, donate. Right, through whatever means possible, right? Spread the message. I know it's hard to, you know, you might think, oh, what's my following do? Trust me, spread whatever message from, you know, whatever you see on social media, Al Jazeera, whatever, right? And then lastly, you know, boycott. You know, some things you can't. I get it. Google, right? Instagram, those big ones, right? Okay, we can't boycott this tough. We're already in, but you can use those platforms to spread messages.
Yeah, exactly.
But McDonald's, Coca-Cola, all the fast food chains, Starbucks. Fuck those places. Like, literally, they're out of my diet and everything. You know, I'm happy about that. Gone, right? Support local businesses. Fuck those places. That's what we could do as a community to boycott.
I think those places. It's like I'm noticing it a bit more. Like, even when I'm going to, like, a work event or a screening or something, and I go grab a coffee now, that I make the effort to find somewhere, like an individual business that does it. That's not a franchisee like Pret or Starbucks or Costa. I'm finding, you know, a proper barista place, and give them my money now, and they deserve it. The local businesses need to thrive as well. I think we've got so used to franchises as well that it's ruining other people's businesses.
100%. And these franchises is all part of the empire. I mean, they've done a great job. I mean, when I say they've done a great job, and this is part of, not that I'm some kind of historical emperor expert, but it's just from my perspective. I'm like, when you're trying to impose this empire on the world, they've done a great job with all of these things. So this is what I'm saying. Now it's time to get out, right? I have to put this out there. Armenia is one of the few new countries that has recognized Palestine as a state, right? So many countries out there, like, shout outs to Armenia. There's many countries doing stuff, like, you know, Colombia stopped their coal trading with Israel. This is what we're gonna have to do. What everyone keeps saying is treat Israel like they did South Africa. Really exclude them from the world. But it's scary. Look, there might be a further war with Lebanon. I mean, that terrorist Yahoo, he wants. I mean, everyone knows this. Everyone's saying this again from these newspapers. This not mainstream propaganda crap. Saying that his political agenda is to carry on these words, because once he's done, he's going to prison. His own country wants him out. There's now protests going on in Israel trying to get him out, right? So he's doing whatever he can to continue this war, which is why he wanted to have war with Iran. He's trying to get the US involved so much, and I'm surprised the US have stayed out. I mean, look, they've done shit. They're blowing up Yemen and stuff like that, which is horrible. Yemen, don't stop talking about the Houthis, man. They've
No.
blocked the Red Sea since October 7th, like since then. You look with Hezbollah, man. It's a bit scary, bro, because they're saying now, like, because obviously, the Yahoo's trying to start war with them, and then they're saying if you try us, there is no safe ground in Israel, and we're not playing by the rules. The guy's basically saying what you've done to Gaza, you played by no rules. So we're not going to play by the rules, and no place in Israel is safe. Why would this is how of a psycho this dude is? He's putting his own people in danger, right? And yeah, they went to war with Lebanon. I can't remember the year, but back then, right? This is a different army now. Everyone thinks like, I'm sorry, man, but yes, they got the backing of the US and the US military and technology and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you're fighting Palestinian Gaza, who is an army-less country, and you're killing women and children. That's who you're fighting. Really.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You're not tough.
Exactly.
The idea, you're not tough, really.
No.
Right? Because you're fighting killing women and children. That's who your war is. You're going to war against people who don't have an army. So now you're going to try and go up against Hezbollah and all these other ones who do have an army, who do have new technology, who's backed up by Iran. Bro, it's scary. Why would he want to do that? But that's how these psychos are. So he wants to start that regional war. It's not going to be as easy. Like Hezbollah just released the drone footage where they literally got through Israel, and they're like, look, we just exposed all your military side. Your Iron Dome didn't do shit. So like, this guy's such a psycho, and all his right wing whatever, war journal people, whatever, all want to do it, putting their people in danger. When you got mass protests, bro, outside Israel, trying to get this fool out, right? But he's trying to keep on. He's literally not just starting a war, and it's scary for the Palestinians and Lebanon and the region. It's scary for the innocent people in Israel, and he's doing
That's
that psycho, that terrorist is doing that to the innocent people in Israel as well. He's really destroyed Israel. He's done it. Like the whole world don't even want to do business with them.
No,
that's boycotting them, and the whole
they
world
won't even let you in the country.
Bro,
some of them won't even let. What was it?
Maldives. There's a list. Bangladesh don't let him in.
Wow.
What has he done to his people? He hasn't elevated Israel at all by this. He has literally
alienated them even more.
Yeah,
alienated
those
them
poor
even
people, those poor babies that they brainwash and whatnot in Israel, the Jewish faith that they've hijacked. I've seen recent clips of these people shouting at real Jewish brothers and sisters, saying, "How could you say this? You're a Jew," and they're like, "I'm a Jew." It's I wish one of them kind of hugged them and said, "I'm sorry, like you've been brainwashed. I'm sorry," but trying to hijack the religion of Judaism.
It's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
He's destroyed his people, man. And I really don't know what's gonna happen, because there's all this stuff going on, bro. Man, Putin's visiting freaking the guy in North Korea. Bro, like there's a whole division in the world now, right? You got the Western Empire, and then you got the BRICS, which is the global South, and Russia, China. Like, I don't know what's right and wrong. I am not expert, but what I know is killing people, which the Western Empire has been doing for the longest time, is not the right way. And what they've done by that is they've alienated themselves from the world. You know what I mean? They've basically shown the world that we're killers. And if you don't listen to what we do, we're going to bomb the shit out of you and kill you. It's not really an ally. It's really, they've shown themselves as a bully. But things have changed now. Technology has changed. Like, yes, in the 90s, when they destroyed Iraq and all that sort of stuff, and Afghanistan, which was all on fake, right? Because there was no weapons of mass destruction, which news came out after. Times change now. All of these countries have nuclear weapons. All these countries have advanced technology weapons. So times change, but the US are the only one who's shown they're psycho enough to drop a nuke. The rest of the world hasn't. You want to say, oh, Russia's going to do this, and North Korea guy's going to do this, and Iran's going to do this.
They haven't done it.
Cool. They might do. We never know, right? But the US has shown that they're the only psychos that, I'm saying it straight, that would do it. So that's the scary thing. I think that's scary.
That's the problem, because they feel like they're the empire that does control. I mean, I genuinely feel sorry for the innocents that have had to endure this and go through this now, because the Israeli people can't go nowhere now. And why wouldn't they feel like that? Because you got mass media pushing anti-Semitism and all that bullshit. And it's like, I ain't got nothing against you, dude. Like, I've had plenty of conversation with Zionists, bro. And this one girl was abusing me about one of my recent videos. And I said to her, like, what has he done for you? You can't go to certain countries no more. You guys are not getting the resources that you used to be able to get from all of the countries that did support you. Now, you are this made up country that nobody wants to do anything with. And it's weird that it's taken this long. It's weird it's taken this long.
Yeah, I mean,
But they're still on it, bro. Muslims.
Mm.
Muslims this, Muslims that, Muslims. And I'm like, there was a video that I saw which educated me in the past, couple of thousand years. Ain't no Muslim starting that, man.
they again, people.
You see that video?
I don't know if I've seen that video, but I've seen certain clips, especially in the last couple of 100 years. People just want to keep saying Muslims this, Muslims that. If you look at all the world wars, if you look at slavery, if you look what happened in the Congo, if you look all these genocides and stuff, none of them were done by Muslims.
No.
None of them were started by. In fact, they were all unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, Europeans, Americans, and whatnot.
Yeah.
So people, again, this is history that they won't teach you, but this is history that we're learning right now, and this is the beauty of the social media and Instagram and Google and all this sort of stuff. You're learning that shit, but you know.
So they couldn't erase it, bro.
But no, but the reason why this is what I'm trying to say. This is the empire where they push that propaganda media. But now I don't. Like, people are learning, people are picking up. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been brainwashed.
Yeah,
for them to change their mind, it's something's gonna happen. I don't know. Like, hopefully they see something or whatever it is. But the empire, the Israeli government, they've done whatever they can to make sure they brainwash these people to think Muslims are bad. The Western world, Muslims are bad. They're starting all the problems, but genocides that been happening, slavery and all this stuff, not done by Muslims. Simple as that. And people need to go do your own research. I'm not saying Muslims, like, nothing bad happened. Yeah, they done some shit, right? People do shit. But you're talking about in the last couple of 100 years, world wars and all this stuff, nothing to do with us.
No,
but
learn.
I'm older enough now, and then less, like I said, even the media got me, bro.
When I was young, after 9/11, bro.
Yeah, when I was young, I don't want people. I was Muslim. I didn't do it, but I was kind of like, I don't want to have this conversation. Like, don't, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of like felt a bit insecure. The media made me feel.
Yeah. The media did that to me as well. Identity crisis and imposter syndrome, right? I mean, that comes from it, because then you're like, oh man, the guy that, like, when they call me Mohammed, what is they going through their head right now? You know, it's a horrible feeling. It's not nice, and it's the real part of it. You know, I think I went most of my teenage years not even accepting that I was Bengali.
Yeah, you know what? I was kind of like that too.
Yeah,
I messed up with that. Yeah,
I messed up, man. Growing up here, I missed out on years of culture that I could have got earlier from my parents now. I mean, we do now. But I went through a period where I couldn't accept the fact that I was Bangladeshi.
Yeah.
I'll say it now, but
to be fair though, like, you have to put it in perspective as well. Like, growing up here has been an amazing experience. I love it. I would never change that, because I do love this country. I do love the people that I've met. I love the country. I love like the environment I grew up in, and then the so-called vision that the country kind of had, which was like bring people together. Like, yes, they was an empire, British Empire and whatnot, and then they brought people to come in to London and UK, to live together and all that sort of stuff. Like, you gotta love that, right? And we benefited from it, we did. And you were in a position today because we had the opportunity. So I don't want to denounce any of that sort of stuff. But the way it is now, it's been, I agree. I mean, like, some of the culture that we have, I don't know, it's like, again, media, the environment, what it pushes for the longest time, man. But now I don't care, man. I'm straight, like, alhamdulillah, I'm in the office, I'm going to do my namaz. But we're older now. Also, we're older and more mature. Like, when I was a teenager, to be honest with you, I was like, having McDonald's and whatnot. Now I'm like, damn, man, it's haram. Why did I do that stuff? So I think there's a part of that growing up as well.
That plays a big part, but it's accepting who you are. You know, that all-time question, who am I? Who am I?
Jackie Chan. Who am I? Good fight scenes in that
It's
movie.
a very difficult one, but I think people don't accept the fact that, and it's weird, it only came up to me a couple of years ago, and I was like, I am Kibla. I am what you see, guys.
Same here, man. Do you know what? I think, like, growing up, I have to say, like, my wife, maybe your wife done the same thing, helped me with that too. Like, I don't know how to pull it, but she's helped me accept myself more. And obviously me growing up and whatnot. Like, I am in work, for example. I think that's one of the places that I felt very insecure, because uni and college was a bit different. I mean, you were young, I was young, I would do stupid shit that I I guess to do shit to get to be involved. and
Yeah, yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
Which, to be honest with you, if I go back in time, I'm not don't do this shit. I don't, bro. Clubs and all that shit, you will find me dead in those places, man. I actually went because everyone went, right?
Yeah.
But in work, as I grew up there in the environment, I did the corporate environment with corporate people. That was the one place where I always felt like I couldn't really be myself. But now, I don't give a shit, man.
Yeah,
Now I don't give a shit, and I think being with my wife helped out a lot as well. Like I'm not there to impress anyone. I don't want to go to any event. I don't need to just whatever.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
we are at an event, I'm not trying to be best friends with everyone and be fake conversation.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
generally leave. But if someone wants to have a conversation about something I might be interested in, be it geek out stuff or UFC,
Yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah.
let's talk, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there would be some people. Other than that, I would just leave. Some people would just be there drinking and showing off, and I'm like, this is not for me, man.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Those
with stuff like
environments,
that.
bro.
I think over the past couple of years, I've accepted the person I am, and yes, that's due to growth, family, and the rest of it. And knowing that I want to be able to have my kids be truthful to me as well in who they are as well. Like I want them to expect that we teach them about our history, we tell them about our grandparents, their grandparents. But then making time for the right people. They always say, you can count your friends in five or in one of your hands. And that's very true. And like people at work, and you guys are some backstabbers, things in each other, taking drugs.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I'm not that guy. There's morals, and doesn't matter. Even if I was in my 20s, I wouldn't be doing half the crazy shit you guys are doing anyway. So there is a sense of craziness there, but yeah.
No,
But
listen, what you're saying is true, and yeah, well, everything you just said, it doesn't matter what environment. I've seen so much shit, and I think I do think my religion what my religion, and also the respect I have for Dad, who always wanted to keep us like straight and narrow because of Dad, like he's a big inspiration of keeping straight and narrow as well. One, it was like, if I do something wrong, man, he's gonna be like, "Who?" I can see his face, bro. But
Right.
in two, just out of respect for him, man, I couldn't let him down because
no, of course,
Dad's always been straight and narrow. He's lost so much friends because all of them went dodgy ways. But one thing Dad can be proud of, no matter what struggles he went through and needed money and whatever it is, like I work 3 jobs before I go off the course, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And Dad never even opened up a business because, like a restaurant business, because everyone wanted to sell alcohol. It's like, no, I'm not getting involved in no alcohol business. Even like, you know what I mean? Like, Dad's always been on that straight and on that straight path, and I respect that as well. So it kind of took me off saying, but I'm not perfect, dude, man. I've done some fucked up shit, but I'm trying to keep straight.
Yeah, no, that's the main thing.
But
that's the main thing.
But yeah, look, guys, like as always, guys, spread the message. Don't stop talking about Palestine, Sudan, Congo. Spread that message. Whatever information you find, spread it. Trust me, it can educate anyone. Donate if you can, penny, pound, whatever it is, man. Donate whatever you can to those causes, and boycott where you can. Trust me, boycott.
100%. Check out the links on our Instagram and TikTok page, and do what you can, guys. Free Palestine, free Sudan, free Congo.
That's it. All right, moving on. We lost a legend in Donald Sutherland this week.
Yes.
Passed away at 88. A legend in the movie industry. I mean, he's been around for multiple decades.
Yeah.
Sad to. When I say sad, I mean I think about Kiefer Sutherland because I'm a fan of him as well.
Yeah.
That's his father.
Yeah.
I think about that movie Nick of Time when they were in. I said Nick of Time again. Time to Kill.
Time to Kill. Yeah.
When they were in a movie together. I mean,
they've done a few, luckily. There's another one called Forsaken, it's like a western that they did together. But I mean,
let's we're going to play tribute to some of his movie catalogs and whatnot. I mean, he won some awards as well, right?
Yeah, he did. He got a lifetime achievement from Academy, the Academy Awards, and he's got a couple of Emmy Awards and Golden Globe Awards. He never got nominated for an actual Oscar, which I think he should have. I think when he played President Snow in the Hunger Games, I think he was absolutely awesome in that. But to be honest, this guy's catalog of movies, bro, you talk about Backdraft, A Time to Kill,
the original Dirty Dozen.
The original Dirty Dozen. He's in Lock Up with Sylvester Stallone. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, bro.
Yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Ad Astra, Fallen with Denzel Washington, JFK with Kevin Costner. Bro, the list is massive, bro. Cold Mountain with Nicole Kidman, Jude Law. The Eagle with was it Channing Tatum? Yeah. I mean,
Man,
bro,
he's
we
done
could
horrible
go
bosses. I can't
horrible.
believe what
Where's
else.
horrible bosses?
Yeah.
But it's massive. Look, I can't. We could go through this for ages, bro. He's Kelly's Heroes, bro. He was in the original Kelly's Heroes. Bloody hell, that's
Multiple decades and like amazing movies throughout the whole time. His
there
whole
you go, man.
time.
Donald Sutherland, sorry, Donald Sutherland, Clint Eastwood. Oh my God, he. Listen, man. Like, you know, when you see somebody's face come up on the screen, it always lights up, right?
Mm.
And like, you know, the tribute I read from Kiefer Sutherland when he announced that his dad passed away was like that he loved what he did
Mm.
and he got to do the things that he loved. Bro, I actually kind of felt it because you hear that from a son knowing that his dad really fully enjoyed what he did for his life and that he had a life, he lived a good life.
That's it. Yeah, I think it was an illness he was facing, though,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
I mean, 88 is it's great.
That's
you know?
amazing. That's amazing.
88 is at least just not too young, which unfortunately some people do and whatnot. But 88 is lived a legacy of movies behind.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that in the future you pick up a movie, you pull it on, you're like, oh, Donald Sutherland's in this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Or you pick up a movie that you enjoy and you're like, yeah, Donald Sutherland's in this. Like,
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. He's always gonna leave that legacy behind, no matter what. And I think his son, you know, Kiefer Sutherland, who would have his own legacy,
Yeah.
but would just always remind you of the legacy that his father left.
Yeah, exactly. A Time to Kill, another great film. Kelly's Heroes is another good one. I know dad's a big fan of that, and the Dirty Dozen. The Hunger Games. Now, I'm not a big fan of the movies, but he was great in it.
Mm.
I don't know, man. Did you ever get into the Hunger Games?
I think I watched one, the first one. And
Yeah.
Not for me.
I found it a bit of a tough watch, but he was in the Italian Job, the remake, Forsaken, which is with Kiefer Sutherland as well. Bro, look, man, you can't. The level of work that this guy has got is insane. Like the guy worked, like there was a quote I just saw recently on Instagram about he thanks the people he played in those roles to see his life in a different perspective. When you play so many characters, because you spend maybe 6 months to 2 years in that role, you're that person, right? Even though you go in and out, but some people are in, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so you live that person, that fictional character's life when you're on a movie set, when you're doing a scene, stuff like that. So, no, respects to him. I'm sure I'll end up putting one of his movies on very soon. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that he was in that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of like, Lockup keeps showing up on my Amazon. Like, I was thinking like, that should be one of our retro movie
let's
reviews,
do
but
it.
he's going to be in that, man. But yeah, look, condolences to his family. But you know, all respects to this legend. Another legacy gone, but rest in peace to Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, rest in peace.
One quick other sad news, and I just thought I'd mention this just because it was part of The Simpsons, who I grew up with. And her name is Nancy McKenzie, the voice of Marge Simpson, passed away at 81. Now, I can't say I know her and whatnot, but out of respect for The Simpsons, and you know, she's a big part of that, obviously playing Marge. I think she played a lot of voice actors.
She did.
You know, rest in peace to her, and condolences to her family.
Yes.
You know, Simpsons was a big part of my life. I send Dwayne clips now.
That's
mine and Dwayne sort of conversation of, because we used to love Simpson and Homer. When Homer was in his prime, oh my God, we used to die, bro. And I just send him little clips of Homer Simpson just doing his funny things. So, you know, rest in peace to Nancy McKenzie.
Cool. Oh, bless.
All right, guys. Well, look, moving on to things we watched and The Boys, season 4. So I haven't watched episode 4 yet, so let's not talk about that. I've seen episode 1 to 3. Now, this show, for me, it never fails. Like, I think they've been, for me personally, kept it consistent. Now, the audience score apparently is the lowest it's ever been for all of the seasons. I think some things people are upset about what happened with Frenchie and whatnot. But also, like, I think some people saying, and you said this as well, it's like you kind of knew from the first couple of seasons that he was, you know, bisexual and whatnot. But in this one, they came straight out and everything. So I think some people are already like, what the hell's going on? I was a little bit thrown away on how I guess what I was thrown away was like they got straight into it basically. It's like, oh, what?
Oh, right.
I was kind of like, there was no build up to it. So I was like, oh, when did this happen? But there was that, and I don't know why everyone else is kind of hating this so far. Not hating it, sorry, but the score's a bit low. Listen, this show, I don't know how it gets away with the violence and the sexual shit. There's that one scene, but it was banned in some countries, bro. How do they get away with that, bro? And who thinks about it? Who's the writer? I know Seth Rogen and them not involved, but who's the writer who's like, oh, you know what we should do with this guy? We should do a scene like this. And I'm like, who writes that? And who's like, yes, that's a great scene, let's do it. And then they film it. And how do they get away with it on TV? But what does TV come to, bro, when it's straight up porn, bro? It's like, you know what I mean? That's like straight up porn for a second on TV and whatnot. It was grimy. Like me and Ash were watching it, and this is a show like, you know, if someone busts through the door, normally you just pause it, right? This is a show where you like turn off the TV until this person leaves.
Take the plug out.
You don't know what scenes coming next.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the violence and the goriness. I mean, look, they've been getting away with this, but bro, I am enjoying it, man. I
It's
mean,
good, bro. It's grounded. I
I-
think it's really grounded.
yeah,
I think it takes superhero storytelling to a different real life kind of experience, because you're like, well, what if the soups are doing all of this crazy shit, bro, and the government are involved and all sorts of shit, which, you know, we live in a time now where our government is joke, but and I feel like it's been there for ages, bro. Just we never saw it. I think as we've grown older, because of what's happening in the world right now, we're so much more connected to it. We understand that some of these people are jokes, man, and they get away with all sorts of shit, bros. All sorts of shit.
crazy.
You know what I mean?
Because I was saying it to Ash the other day.
Yeah.
All these people that Homelander just kills, what the hell's happened to them? Like, what happened to their families? Like,
Yeah.
what happens? Like, they get away with so much shit. But I think one thing I noticed from Gen V, which
Yeah.
like this universe.
I didn't see Gen V.
Oh, you didn't see? You should have watched it. You should watch it.
I still need to.
You
watch
should
it.
watch it, bro.
Okay.
I was just like, this universe is fucked up. How come there's no good people? How come
Mm.
everyone's fucked up in this? There's no good soups. And yes, there
There
are. But what I'm saying is like, where's the equivalent of the good soups of the seven who are like, I know the bullshit. I know you got Starlight and it's the boys, but where's the other soups that like we're gonna stop Homeland or whatnot? It's a fucked up universe, man. But I can already see what's happened. This is my prediction at the end of season 5. This is my prediction. I think the young boy is going to be the one that kills Homelander. I think because the young boy was brought up with his mother, a human, right? He's got that human element. Now Homelander's doing whatever he can to corrupt this young boy. So you saw what happened when he, killed that dude. Homelander's he's lost it all. No emotion at all.
Exactly.
Kill anyone, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So he's trying to teach his son that way, but you can see in his son that he was brought up by a human. I love his mother. Even though he hates Butcher, but they had that little moment with Butcher. He realized Butcher's dying. Butcher's a human. Butcher loved his mother.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the turn of this season might be the son joining the boys. And then I think by the end of season 5, I reckon he's going to be the one that finally stops Homelander. I feel like he's the only one that can, because he's Homelander's son. That's my theory. That's my thoughts right now. I would kind of like to see that, because I don't want to see that kid corrupt. I actually genuinely
I want to see
that
him
kid
turn good. I don't want him to be corrupt. I think he's too pure. And what he went through in that episode, and wait till you get to episode 4.
Oh, good.
Like, I've only seen 10 minutes of it, and I was like, oh, it scares me. It's good. It's very good. Listen, bro. They haven't messed up in any way. It's kept me engaged. The characters are really good. I've grown with the characters as well in the seasons we've got. After what happened in season 3, like, I just want more of this, and I want it longer. I don't know why. I want them to be like long movie hours now. Like 40 minutes, an hour is not enough no more now.
It is. Well, they're an hour episode. So
an episode.
Yeah.
I just felt like it wasn't enough, bro.
But
Carl Urban, love him.
Awesome.
Don't need to see him come back as Dredd too. He's so brilliant as Butcher, man.
Yeah.
He's got this. He's really lived this character.
Yeah.
And he's really gone for it.
You know what? I know he's a dick, but when he was talking to Mother's Milk,
yeah,
and he was telling him, if I can't remember the exact thing, but he's like, I know I'm harsh, but I know what's right to do for us to survive.
That's
why he's a dick.
That's why he's a dick.
Like, that's why he comes across as a dick, but he goes, I just know that that's the way that we have to do it.
Mm.
Because remember, they almost died by multiplicity will loss out guy.
Yeah.
And he knew from the beginning, let's just snatch the bitch and then would interrogate and whatnot. But because they didn't do that, he knew what was going to happen. Like, he just knows he's a strategic guy in that sense. But he comes across as a dick, and he told Mother's Milk, like, that's why I do it. But Mother's Milk is great. He's taking up a leadership role and whatnot. He looks so different.
Is that what they call him?
That's his name in it, right? Mother's Milk, isn't it?
I've never noticed that.
Well, his name is Mother's Milk, right?
3 seasons.
Yeah, he looks so different. People were actually convinced that it wasn't him.
Because of the mustache.
Yeah, and his face looks so slim and whatnot.
Hold up, man. How have I been watching The Boys?
His name is Mother's Milk.
How? How is this possible? That I didn't know that, bro.
Bro, The Boys, Mother's Milk.
Best of Mother's Milk? No, bro.
Yeah, man, look. That's his name.
How they call him Mother's Milk?
It must be, it's obviously a code name, right?
No, yeah, he looks very different because he took his beard off.
Yeah. But it looks so different, bro.
Yeah, he does. He took the beard off. He's wicked though, bro. I love his hip hop t-shirts.
Yeah, he always wear the hip hop t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, bro. Wow, he lost weight, man.
Yeah.
No matter.
I think some people were saying, did he turn ill or something like that? And I don't know.
Well, I hope he's all right, man.
Yeah, I don't think it is anything. I think it's just he took the beard off and he's in good shape anyway.
Yeah.
Clean face.
Bam. Yeah, the beard can put the extra. No, man, he's lost weight, bro.
Yeah, he definitely lost weight.
He's lost weight. Anyway, listen, bro, he's jokes. Mother's Milk. You learn something new the whole time, bro.
Mother's Milk, bro.
That is jokes, bro. Okay, good show.
Great show. I'm looking forward to watching episode 4 probably tonight if Ash has the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Boys, check it out, guys. Freaking awesome. Don't watch it with kids or parents in the room.
Yeah. You don't do that.
Never do that. The other thing I started watching was Sweet Tooth season 3.
I haven't started that yet.
Yeah, I was planning to watch it in Dubai. I was like, I've got a bit of time. I'll watch it here, and it's wicked.
I love it, man.
It's wicked. I don't know if they shot that season all together because they all look the same. Like, the kid doesn't look like he's grown up at all.
Probably.
But he's such a loving kid. I don't know what it is. He's such a hopeful kid. Like, there's little hope in him. The way he, when they meet new people and immediately there's a trust issue with the people and whatnot, the new people they met, he is able to kind of immediately build trust with these people, but just by introducing himself and just by being a sweetheart and whatnot. I mean, look, obviously he's like the chosen one. He was the first hybrid.
Yeah.
First born hybrid.
Yeah.
And then, a lot of people think, the first 2 seasons, that he's the cure. To stop the disease that's going on, to killing people, and as well as the hybrid. There's this new big bad in this that we're learning as well, who has the same perception and whatnot, that can cure the disease and have real babies now rather than hybrids and stuff like that. They're at the end of the last season, they were going to make the journey to Alaska,
yeah.
To meet his mother, whose mother thinks she has the cure. There's this whole thing going on now. There's more backstory there as well.
Okay.
Big man's in it, always the protector.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know what it is, man. I really enjoy watching it, and it has me really engaged. This show. So
the first 2 seasons did the same thing to me. It was just his sweet character and what was going on as well, and the way he is with his encounters. And I think that the humanity in that is different, right?
Yeah.
The humanity in the way he is who he is.
And you got to see the harsh reality of this show as well, because these hybrids are children, right? These hybrids are children, and these organizations, these adult men, they don't give a shit. When it comes to survival, when it comes to this disease and looking out for their own, they don't care if they're humans. I know they're hybrids and whatnot, but in the end of the day, they're half human, half animal.
Yeah.
They're still human. There is no resentment for that. They've dehumanized them a lot. I mean, this is okay. Well, look, they are half animal. But when you talk about that phrase dehumanization, we do that to each other as human beings.
Exactly.
We see what's happening to Palestine now.
Exactly.
But this is a pure example of doing it to the full extinct. But you made the kids half human anyway, half animal, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like the grown adult in these shows, like, who want to do whatever they want with the kids, just have no remorse. It's disgusting. But there is unfortunately evil in that world right now, which is that Yahoo over there, who's a child killer. But Yeah, sorry, I had to bring that up again. Sorry, but
Yeah.
the show has that dark element to it, man. Because you don't get this show doesn't have the violence, the swearing, the nudity, right, which expresses the darkness of the world. This show, because the kids, man, and they kind of look kind of silly. If I if I walked into you watching and I wasn't interested, I'm like, bro, what are you watching? It looks kind of weird, right? But you know, they look kind of silly and it looks kind of silly, but it expresses the darkness of
That part of
the world, you know, and that us human beings, you know, how dark we can be just for our own survival and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Great show, bro. I really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to see.
I didn't even know it was out, bro.
You know, it came out when I was in Dubai, and I was like, I'll watch it when I get back. But I'm trying.
There's not much advertisement. Like season 1 and 2 got.
True, actually. Well, we don't have Netflix no more, so we used to log into Netflix all the time. So that's why you don't have it. In the other house, they got it. So I go into Netflix. I'm like, oh shit, it's on. So that's probably what it is.
Yeah, I don't have Netflix either.
Well, I mean, look, that's a great show, guys. If you haven't seen Sweet Tooth, check it out. You know, watch episode 1, season 1, see what you think. But
based on a DC comic book.
DC, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Awesome. Cool, man. With that, look, because I'm here, I don't really have time I haven't had time to watch anything at all. So that's all I've watched. Have you seen anything else during the week? Apart from Quantum Leap?
Quantum Leap, man. I'm loving it. I'm almost finishing season 1. Looking forward to jumping into season 2. I'm in deep now, but it's a nice, easy watch as well. It's not too complicated. I'm starting to like the characters and starting to appreciate what Sam Beckett went through and what Al as a best friend had to go through. Like you know, you watch those programs. You, as a kid and as a teenager, you don't really take on the adult vibe of what they're actually going through. Like, you know, sometimes when he was leaping, he didn't sleep. Man was just jumping into the next person's body and he had to start a mission.
Yeah.
But the amount of good he did along his journey, you know, he never really took that much credit in it and that he kept on going. It's insane, bro. Like willpower is something else, but knowing that you're doing that type of work, but oh man, emotional. I love it. I'm really enjoying it, bro. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, that's it, bro. For me, nothing else much.
Cool. All right. Well, I wasn't being rude. I was just researching the next topic and whatnot. But let's move on to the news. We're starting off with some MCU news. Marvel is releasing a podcast.
Yeah, I saw that, bro.
June 26th.
That means everybody's podcast is dead.
But I don't know about that. I don't know about that because you're getting one perspective. Don't forget, bro. We like, you know, what do you call it? Batman Beyond, our podcast, many we talk about not just MCU, but we talk about all other stuff.
Yeah. But
like,
then, bro,
you do have like specific MCU podcasts, but I think this will be different. I think this is like digging deep into celebrating all the latest across the Marvel universe, movies, TV shows, and comics directly from Marvel.
All right, cool.
I'm surprised they haven't done one before, but trying to see. I think it comes out June 26th. It'll be interesting. I'm not saying that I'm going to listen to it because there's so much shit to listen to. Like Rogan is my go-to. He's my number one, right? And I know I you know, certain people might not like him. I don't agree with him on a lot of shit, especially when he talks about Israel, Palestine. Like he's trying to be in the middle, but kind of not. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I don't know if I'll have time to listen to this, but I will check it out. I think I will check out episode 1 if I can. I'm sure it comes out on all streaming platforms. So guys, check out Marvel's podcast. It'll be interesting though. It'll be interesting if they start talking about theories because they're gonna know inside stuff.
Yeah.
Would it be interesting on them geeking out about possible theories of where the movie can take us? And
yeah.
I don't know. Like, would they show like Easter eggs that we might have missed, or would they talk about characters that they love and emotion? Like, how is it going to be? Is it going to be a structured podcast, or is it going to be a geek out podcast? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It'll be interesting the way it takes it. If it's a very structured thing, I might not be attracted to it. But if it's like two like genuine fans who were like, bro, did you see that part? And you think you guys missed it.
So hopefully it's fans doing it.
Fans, yeah.
That are working with Marvel and they do each episode with different fans. Get us on, man.
Oh my god.
Marvel, Disney, hook the brother up. Hook the brothers up. We'll come out on that episode and we'll talk about comic books and movies all day long.
Hell yeah.
All day long. I'm looking forward to that. I'll check it out.
I'll check it out too. Cool. One other thing that came up, or another thing with the MCU, are they looking to recast the Black Panther in the MCU? The late great Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. You know, iconic character. I'm talking about historical character for like, listen, all immigrants, all people, right, who are different or whatnot. But this was the Black Panther, the African king.
Yeah,
It's like they've done it properly. I believe they've done it properly. He meant so much,
he did,
and
bro.
obviously he passed away. But you know, all respect and love to Chadwick Boseman. Black Panther is what means a lot to people. And I think it's important to keep that character going. Now, they done Black Panther 2, they paid a big tribute to Chadwick Boseman. They set it up for his son to be Black Panther as well, right? So that could be, because I think the rumors or the thoughts are after Secret Wars, be it they reboot the MCU universe or the multiverse, you get in a different characters from different multiverses or whatnot. You could have a Black Panther coming in from a different multiverse or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's, I think they should. Look, all love to Shuri as well.
Yeah, no, of course. That's a great movie, bro. And I think Shuri plays a big role in the Black Panther universe, even in the comics. You know, she's got her own line in the comic books now. So, recast is something, yeah, definitely, that they need to introduce. I think it'd be great.
I think so. We're not. I want to see Black Panther, maybe, Storm. I want to see those relationships. I want to see. These are the little things. Like, I'm not talking about we need a male Black Panther. I don't talk about that. I'm talking about certain storylines that you could do. With the Black Panther that we want to
Exactly.
see. And I think it's important to have that role model and the character of a character on the big screen as well, like as a male role model as well, not just a female one, which we got now. We got Suri, but get the male one up there too. You know what I mean? And when I say role model, I'm just saying some people that kids can look up to, man. Like, you gotta,
100%.
you can't forget, like, they're like, yes, we want the whole diversity and whatnot, but I do want a male someone to look up to. And I was like, oh, can I look up to the females as well? You know what I'm trying to say? Some people could be very emotional about it. I hope that they do the right thing and
I'm sure they
pay
will.
respects to Chadwick Boseman and
I'm
his
sure they will.
family,
I'm
and
sure they will.
let them know that this is what we're planning to do. But it'll be our all love for Chadwick Boseman, and I'm pretty sure Chadwick would have wanted it too, because I think he
Exactly, bro,
understood
definitely.
the importance of the character.
Having that character there, bro, that's so important, bro. So important. No, good on them if they do it. Looking forward. Who do you think?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know. If you ask me right now, I have no idea, man, because I can't help but put Chadwick Boseman's face in my head. So I have to really
That's like an
take it out.
automatic thing, isn't it?
Yeah, like, he's that for life, don't get me wrong, but you have to think about who could do it. There's many people out there that can, I just don't know off the top of my head, man. I'm
Yeah.
sure they'll do a great job with casting.
Whoever they get, they're
do a
gonna
great
smash
job with
it.
that,
They'll get somebody good on that, definitely.
for sure.
All right.
The other MCU news was Ryan Gosling recently said that he would love to play Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Yes,
And
I
that
saw
sparked
that.
off a lot of rumors and all this sort of stuff. But he said that he would love to do it, and I think he'll do a great job. I think the guy from Walking Dead, I forgot his name, Daryl.
Daryl, yeah, Daryl.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, in Walking Dead, his name's Daryl.
Yeah.
Let me find his name. But
Ned Sutton.
yeah, Ned Flanders. Not joking.
Ned Lillis.
Diddly. Ned Daryl.
Daryl.
Walking Dead. Darry Dixon.
Oh,
Daryl Dixon.
Daryl Dixon, bro.
Mm,
Daryl Dixon. Yeah.
Daryl Dixon.
Daryl, yeah. He's good. He looks it. He's getting old, bro.
Whatever you get Ned from.
I don't know. Oh, that's from The Boys.
Yeah. Gosling would do a great job. Daryl would do a great job.
Yeah. Definitely.
Keanu Reeves would have done a great job. I mean, Ghost Rider's a big one, right? He's another big one, right? And they done a great job with Nicolas Cage. I think that movie was fine, right? But
Bro, you know what? Okay, that first one was fine. The second one, the visuals were good, bro.
yeah,
The one with Idris, I can't remember, Revenge or something. A lot of plot, but the visuals, bro,
yeah,
was sick, bro. I felt like it went from that, Hollywood colors to something grounded in the second one. And I think Dad had it in 3D, right?
I think so. Yeah,
I watched it in 3D and I was like, this is decent, man. Like, it's a good watch, man. I think people, I think since we've got into the world of movies, people, they're like, Kim, do you love everything? And there's something that went out recently that I think it's like a viral clip of Kevin Smith saying, why am I going to put my energy in saying something's bad and shit over somebody else's work? Like, if I didn't enjoy it, I don't have to tell the whole world I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it just because I enjoyed it. It's me watching it. Like, I want to get away from this world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, yes, I do love everything. Not everything's great. But what did I see recently that just didn't... But I don't have to say it's energy to say bad things about it, man. It's very, man. I'd be lucky enough to be making a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's hard work regardless. Criticism, constructive feedback is great. You know, I could say, you know what, the movie looks good, man. It's too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could cut, you know, a bit here, there. That's fine. But I wouldn't, if it still gave me an amazing feeling, like, you know, after we came out of Bad Boys, bro. Bro, the cinema was buzzing, bro.
I mean, look, that was a good movie. I
No,
mean,
it was a
some
good movie,
movies,
but then it's
yeah.
not, like I said, like, in my honest review was that it's not an amazing story.
Oh no, it's standard, right?
It's
quite
standard, bro.
Yeah.
It's a standard Hollywood action. It's their relationship. It's their MVP moment with Reggie. You know, like those moments like that make the movie. The soundtrack, you know. Shout outs to Lorne for sharing our clip and the soundtrack. You smashed it. And I just found out.
Soundtrack?
Yeah.
What?
The composer. He shared one of our videos.
For talking about the Bad Boy soundtrack?
No, I think it was me and Ash on the Bad Boys pointing.
Oh, sick.
I just found out he's doing Axel Foley, bro.
Oh, the soundtrack for that?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I was like, man, that's a great catalogue. Like, you know what? Shout out. We got to do an episode where we shout out composers.
Oh, yeah. We should do a retro, like skip the retro movie reviews with retro, like composer review or something like that. Like, think of something. Like, you know, one episode or whatever, because there's some great composers out there. And you got to think about, like, we've said this before, and I think for me, Hans Zimmer's done this the best for me personally, but loads of other soundtrack conductors have done it before. They play a big part in the music of the movie, bro.
Yeah,
like, they tell the story with music. They tell the part, they tell the scene, be it action, romance, emotional, someone dying.
Look what Hans Zimmer did with time, bro.
I don't think Last Samurai. I'm sorry,
bro. Last Samurai is the one. But what he did with time was everybody knows what scene that is. With time, he knew what everybody knows what that scene that is. But with Last Samurai, like that's my go-to soundtrack, bro.
Oh, by far.
Like, I put that on my headphones everywhere I go.
Greatest.
Go on, like I mean, what do you I've been having some beef, not beef, but Aaron had Aaron J watches, who's on TikTok and Instagram. Make sure you check him out. He's another fellow friend and fellow. He does reviews as well, and he's one of his favorite films is The Last Samurai. So we always have a ongoing banter about it. But somebody got him in the comments, and they were like, "How's Tom Cruise The Last Samurai?" Blah blah blah. White man saves everything.
Oh, God.
And I was like, me and him were in the comments. Like he sent me the comment. It was like, Gibbs, what do I do? I was like, educate him, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Educate him, because I think that's what people need to do.
Yeah,
I think the market.
Listen,
yeah,
the whole Dave Chappelle was the first one. Remember that skit with
that's where it came from.
Yeah. What's the name? Paul Mooney. Yeah. Listen, he's got a fucking point.
He did have a point. Yeah,
but put that aside. The movie is fucking fantastic.
It's a fantastic film.
Put that part aside. Okay, I get that. All that rubbish, right? Cool. The movie and the character and then the soundtrack, man. Bro, I don't know
what did he say.
I don't want to say the words, but he would. I think it was like
imagine with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, the last N word on Earth, starring Tom Hanks. Because he was like, this is typical Hollywood bullshit. Always the last savior, the white man savior. Tom Cruise, Last Samurai, Brad Pitt, the Mexican. Let's make the last N word alive, starring Tom Hanks. It was so good, and the two white women next to him were so uncomfortable. Oh my God, what a great skit.
You know what? I need to find that.
You know what, man? I'm going to try and find that skit and pull it into the podcast here. So.
Yeah, bro, that is... Hold on.
Well, we should watch it now, actually. And see
hold on, let me find it.
Do a reaction to it, because it's freaking...
What is it last?
No, N-word, man. Yeah. I can't say the word, man. You're trying to get me in trouble.
No, sorry.
You know the word. Don't try to get me in trouble, bro.
No, but what did he call it? The last N...
On Earth.
On Earth. Let's see what comes up. Mooney, right?
Yeah.
He is a great comedian, man.
He was awesome.
He was a great... hold on.
All right.
Last Samurai centers around Tom Cruise, a Civil War veteran who goes to Japan and teaches the Emperor.
He's not impressed. Shut down.
I was offended by. I mean, Hollywood is crazy. The Last Samurai, starring Tom Cruise. He's the Last Samurai. Give me a break. That movie was offensive. I mean, Hollywood is crazy. At first they had the Mexican with Brad Pitt, and now they got the Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Well, I've written the film. Maybe they'll produce my film. The Last Nigga on Earth, starring Tom Hanks.
part, but I thought he was.
It's so true though. He's not. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not
He's
wrong.
not wrong. He's not wrong.
It's freaking hilarious. But the movie, you gotta watch the movie to
Oh my
appreciate
God.
it for what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And appreciate the soundtrack and all. How did we get to that movie though? We were talking about what movie was we talking about?
We've lost it, no?
No, the news. We're talking
The
about the
news.
news. The news was Ryan Gosling was gonna play Ghost Rider, and we ended up on this.
Sidetracking. All right, cool.
Anyway.
Continue.
All right, well, let's continue with the news, and then we'll finish off. So, The Rock. All right. So moving into other news, the Rock production company, 7 Bucks Productions, signed a deal with Disney.
Mhm.
So I don't know what that means.
He probably get some. That's probably because of the live action Moana, right?
Yeah. So I doubt it's like Marvel. Like, remember, Disney's
No.
a big, you know.
That's
big-
going to be include. That's with Moana and stuff. I think
Yeah.
they'll have like 2 movies, 3 movies in a go.
Yeah.
So $7 is right up with them. I do not want him to play Apocalypse. I've seen the images go out. I've seen people doing stuff that. Just leave it. He doesn't. They need somebody else fresh.
Do a CGI thing, right?
Yeah,
Apparently
they
it's
can
huge, right?
do. Yeah, yeah.
Thanos.
Do
Do like what they
Thanos.
did
Do
with
what they did with
Thanos.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Find another actor, good voice. He'd be fine. I don't need The Rock as what do you call it. The Rock is fine. Don't get me wrong, man. He's fine. He's on the list though.
He's not the people's champ.
He's not the
the
people's
Rock.
champ, yeah.
Listen, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali will always be the people's champ.
Oh yes.
I'm sorry, Rock. You're not the people. I do love the Rock.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he's
yeah.
not the people's champ because I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's on the
that list.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
let's not
get
get into that. Peaky Blinders movie. Kellyanne Murphy says this is one for the fans.
Cillian Murphy. That's a new way of saying it.
Kellyanne.
Cillian Murphy.
Well, I can't remember. My guy.
That's a new way, bro.
Well,
I'm
finally
making that
said
a
a
clip,
name.
bro.
I finally said a name kind of right.
You kind of
Just
said
get
it,
me,
but
yeah.
sorry, I was like, he did it, but I was like, no, man.
Lose, man.
So close though.
Listen, Peaky Blinders is supposed to be awesome.
I
I
haven't seen it.
never got into. I watched
Never got
season
into it.
1 because I really wanted to watch it, and I just couldn't continue. I don't know why. I got to try and get back into it, but it's supposed to be awesome. Season 1 was pretty good. I just wasn't 100%.
So this is based about gangsters in.
I think Manchester or North or something.
All right, okay.
So I think what's his name? Tom Hardy was in it.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy is fucking A-class anyway.
He
And he's
is.
in it. You know what I mean?
No. I'll check it out definitely.
All right, last thing with the news is Capcom are reviving some classic Marvel games, man. Marvel vs. Capcom games. Whole X-Men Children of the Atom. Let's see if I've got all the list, man. I want to list them all because this is exciting.
I was playing the other ones. I've got all of them, yeah.
You got all of them,
Yeah,
yeah?
it's on my little device, isn't it?
Yalla, I deleted the thing. But you talking about X-Men Children of the Atom.
Yeah.
Marvel's superheroes, X-Men, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, The Punisher, which I've never played.
I played it, bro. It's joke.
Is
bro.
it good, yeah?
I was on it for like an hour, bro. I almost clocked it and then battery died.
Lose.
The thing, device saves it, but all that heart that went into it, it was like it's basically Streets of Rage with the Punisher, bro.
Yeah, that's
So
what it
you
looks
get the moments where you pick up weapons, you beat up people. The bosses are bloody hard. One of the bosses really pissed me off, bro.
like.
Like when you do 3 continues, bro.
Lose.
When you go through 3 continues on a boss, you should just leave it. I continued, man. I think I got up to 5 continues. Then So in between, so my guy killed me like 20 times, bro. Just think about it. It's 3 lives, right?
Yeah.
Died. Continue. Died. Continue. Like this boss was.
Who is it?
hard,
Anyone
bro.
I'm familiar with or something?
No. So the game is based on a street level game based on him finding Kingpin and Kingpin trying to cut off Kingpin's drug thing. And I was just about to get to Kingpin, but this boss killed my battery, man.
Lose.
But some of the bosses are random. A lot of the characters are unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Punisher and Kingpin are the only thing that's related to Marvel.
Okay, got it. Well, look, I as a Punisher fan, I would love to play. I know there's been some other Punisher games, and maybe I'll play. But I don't know. But this look, the reason why these revives are exciting because these are exciting, fun games you could just play.
Yeah.
And if they like kind of redo the graphics and whatnot, it does say PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Steam. So, but I'm assuming for PS5 you could download them.
I don't think they'll do anything with the graphics.
Well, I mean, like just enhance it a little bit. I'm not talking about like.
I don't for that.
But like X-Men Children of the Atom, I remember like.
Let's play a game now, bro.
But that'd be sick.
Awesome.
All right,
I'll
let's
go.
do
We'll play it
All right,
on
let's
TV.
do it. Like
Yeah.
Iceman and Marvel's Capcom and
Yeah.
those games were sick. So exciting for gamers, little fun games you can play on your PlayStation, all that sort of stuff. I wonder if they're just gonna revamp them because thing is, they've got to do something different because they are out on certain platforms.
So what they've done So what I read up, what they've done is that you can have online. It's an online game, so other people can join.
There
in.
you go.
That's what
it,
they've done.
obviously, yeah,
So
online,
that works out really well.
yeah.
But I don't think I can sit there and watch somebody beat the shit out of me, man.
No,
I'm bad enough as it is, so I'm happy to just go on easy and just play these characters and get excited.
True.
Like if I get beat up by some next person online, man, I'm like, I'm not that era. So when people are like, why are you not on Twitch? I was like, my brother, youngest brother Ash, he's on the Brothers Gaming channel. Check it out.
He's like views, guys. Thank you. Whoever's been watching that, man. His gaming like recently shot up to like 200 views and whatnot.
Eh?
Yeah, man, out of the blue. So I don't know what the hell.
We got on there though.
We got like 27 subs.
What?
And we've been getting like views of like 1 or 2. And then all of a sudden, some of the new Star Wars ones, he's been getting like 200 views, 50 views. One of the Ghost of Tsushima one got like 20, 30 views. I'm like, that's not bad considering we ain't pushing that. But something happens. I'm like, I just keep doing what you're doing. We're going to try and evolve it. We are going to get cameras eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're going to get a gaming, like both of us are talking about getting a gaming sort of setup. Yeah, where you
can stream,
where you're close. No, not that stream because you're closer. We can have the camera, we can have the voice. What else was up?
All right.
I've avoided. I'm still playing Tekken, but I've avoided going online because I don't want to get my ass kicked. I'm not that guy, bro. Because I'm like, fuck your mother. And so I'll be that guy, but I don't want to do that to some young 7-year-old kid.
You're the man.
Yeah, some 7-year-old kid who just bust me up in Tekken and I'm dissing him.
No, we won't do that.
But,
we won't do that.
yeah,
we'll
no.
stay away from online gaming.
But no, you know what? First, one player games are still on it, bro. Ghost of Tsushima, freaking God of War, like those games are like still amazing. So
yeah.
they still exist.
I still don't have the patience for those, so I'm happy to do my beat bumps. And you just saw the racing game I was playing.
Yeah.
Person, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna play Tekken. I'm still playing that. I'm enjoying that. I think I'll buy that Wolverine game. There's a new game coming out with the Monkey King.
Oh yes, that looks sick. Yeah.
Bob Ash said, "Gee, it's gonna be hard because that developer's known to make hard game."
Okay.
Because I know you and your temper, so maybe give that one a miss. So
I
might give it a miss. Yeah, I might do. All right, guys. All right. Well, let's finish off with. Was there any other news?
No.
All right. Well, let's finish off with this week's retro movie reviews, and we are going to geek out over the planes, trains, and automobiles. 1987. John Candy, the legend, may rest in peace, and Steve Martin, who's just a comical genius as well, and just amazing. This movie brings back so much memories. Just to watch it as a kid, and there's one scene that always gets us. That when we were young, it's when they had to share that bed, and then there was that funny tune. And then he's looking at the one bed, and then the camera zooms into John Candy's face, and he smiles. It's the funniest shit ever. That we used to die when we were kids.
That's that little. I don't know what it was about that tune, but always because it was the uncomfortableness of John Candy's face.
Yeah.
And like it was such a naked smile. But after he woke up, they were spooning each other.
Oh my god, that was another hilarious scene.
Where's your other hand?
Yeah, between two pillows. Those ain't pillows. But listen, this movie is exactly what you spoke about earlier about being yourself and loving yourself, and that was John Candy.
Yeah.
John Candy was coming across as this annoying dude. My guy's just trying to get home for Thanksgiving. He's going through all these struggles, right? Literally planes, trains, and automobiles to get home. Planes delayed, train crashes, and he's got this companion who we just met. John Candy, who is the most annoyingest dude. They end up sharing the bed together. My guy uses all the towels in the shower.
He wiped his face. He wiped his face with his underwear.
He dropped his bear on his side of the bed. All these sort of things, right? But John Candy has that emotional moment where he said, "I love me, and my wife loved me." Right, we'll get to that part in a second, which is deep because the ending is hard as well.
No, yeah, very hard.
But he's just like, this is who I am, and I don't care what anyone thinks, And bro, I love that. That scene's so emotional, man, because you feel for him. Because at first you're like, this guy's annoying, bro. But then when he says that, you're like, you're right. Like he's just. And you know what? He was genuinely trying to help him get home. He did actually get home. He's just that character. It's like, I want to get you at home. My intentions are good. I want to get you home to your family. And what's heartbreaking at the end is it does take a hard twist where John Candy is constantly on planes, trains, and automobiles. He's got no home because his wife passed away. We didn't know that to the end, which is very heartbreaking moment and whatnot. It's very touching. But he is literally always on the go because he has no home. His wife was his home. His love was his home. People
like
where your family is, where your love is. People have that, and that was his wife. And without no wife, without no love, he had no home. So he was always on planes, trains, and automobiles, moving around. I found that, man, and the soundtrack at the end, which is a nice soundtrack again. I can't remember.
It's a classic one though.
Yeah.
One that we,
Yeah, that's another great tune. But that film made me feel, man. John Candy's such a legend. Again, he's got such a happy face. I don't know what it is, but Uncle Buck, other
Runnings,
Cool Running. He's just got this
Home
happy,
Alone.
jolly face, man.
Again, he's got a massive catalogue of movies. Great. He's a great legend, bro.
Yeah.
In the comedy scene, he's a great legend.
I know Ryan Reynolds loves him as a as a Canadian as well, right? Ryan Reynolds talks highly of him.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes 92. I'm not surprised. That's a great score, great movie.
Yeah.
Steve Martin goes through some shit. Bro.
He does.
That's falling down without him going quick, like killing people, bro. That's falling down.
He went for a lot. It wasn't that. It was the melted wallet, bro. That I don't know why that scene got me. And you know he was there. So do you accept this card? And it was all burnt up.
Bro, that scene killed him as well because he had a Rolex, right? And he get a Rolex, and then John Candy was like Casio, which nowadays is pretty big, but it's $17 on a Casio, and the guy tells him, "I'm gonna have to say goodnight." Went in a room with a Casio. Oh god, killed it, bro.
I'm gonna have to say goodnight. I love that scene because he was like proper. He opened it and he proper placed it.
Oh shit. Oh my god, that movie's just hilarious,
Made
man.
me sweat. Oh.
And just like
Oh.
again, the journey to get home. I mean, and then again, you'll do anything to get home. I mean, we spoke about John Candy not having a home, but Steve Martin literally trying to do anything to get home. You know, and maybe this is one of those realization moments where he works for corporate. And this was in the 80s when corporate's like, he needs to go to a meeting. These days, you're like, I mean, guys, I gotta go. I gotta go see my family's Thanksgiving. And people were like, oh, yeah, we understand.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s, man, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah, you need to be here.
Yeah. So, like, maybe for his character, this is a turning point. It's like, I'm not going through this shit anymore for my, like, to see my family. I'm gonna stay home, see my family, fuck my job. Like, maybe, I don't know. It's what I got from it. Because I was like, man, if that was me, after that, I'd be like, man, fuck this job, man. I want to be my family. Because he was saying, like, I need to spend more time at home and all this sort of stuff. And he did whatever he had to do to get home. And John Candy's character did whatever he had to do to help him.
Help him. Yeah.
No, and that's I was gonna just touch on. That's a beautiful thing because he had no home, but he understands the importance of home. Which is why he wanted to do whatever he could to get Steve Martin home. It's beautiful when you think about it that way. It's really beautiful.
See, the thing is, somebody won't take this. Like whoever's seen planes, trains, and automobiles, I don't think they will take that home with them and that depth of what that character is. Because when we saw it when we were younger. So when do you think we saw this? We saw it when we were way young.
Yeah, when we were kids.
What was the year on this?
1987.
So 1987, we saw it when we were kids, but then we saw it when we were teenagers. We still found it funny. Mid-20s, still didn't fully understand it. But I'm coming up to 40, and when I watched that last year, I was like, exactly what you said there was the importance of home. We spend 60 hours, 50 to 60 hours at work, which means you're not present. That there, bro, is a game changer.
It's different because we are 40. You got your family. I live abroad, and I keep talking about guys. I want to see you guys often. It's hard for me to be away. Yeah. Again, the importance of home. Like, I've lived around the world. I've lived in beautiful countries.
Yeah.
When everyone has ever asked me, like, where's home? Where do you want to end up retiring or whatever? London. Now, London's a shithole. But I was born and bred here, but only because home is where my family is. You know what I'm trying to say? And this movie perfectly represents it. I would do anything to get home.
Yeah.
Like go through the stresses of traveling and all that sort of stuff, which is long. I don't like doing it, but you know, again, I think because we're older now, we appreciate those things. This is why I love revisiting these movies.
Yeah, they've been great, isn't it?
Yeah, you take away these things, man, because as kids, you might not see that, but this is what I take away from the movie. And John Candy and Steve Martin, fucking legends, bro.
Yeah. I mean, John, what do you call it? I mean, I know we lost John Candy a couple years ago, but Steve Martin still looks the same, bro.
Vampire. Him and
Martin Short.
Martin Short, yeah.
Yeah, vampires, man. But no, bro, listen, great film, great ending, very heartfelt. You know, you've laughed throughout a whole movie.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, you're like, oh, my heart. John Hughes directed that.
John Hughes.
So John Hughes did like Home Alone and all the 80s movies you
Oh,
can think
he's
of.
brilliant.
He's
man.
like-
he's got this vibe.
Yeah, the vibe. Yeah, he's got the vibe. That's
I'm
him.
gonna try and find the soundtrack because that is a nice sound. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Dun, 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 dun. And soundtrack. Who is it? Yeah, is this the one? It's good that we're together. We could just play shit and
Yeah,
watch
yeah, yeah.
react to shit. Like
Kevin
we just
Bacon was in it.
did. Kevin Bacon in the beginning scene when
Yeah.
he's chasing for the cab. Yeah. Oh no, this is a different soundtrack. Yeah, I can't find it. Hold on. I can take it now.
I do love some of the actors' profiles, like their photos. Like this guy here is like, yeah. You know, like when the guy was taking the photo, must have been like, yeah. His
Yeah.
name's Ken Tipton. Ken Tipton. But this guy's mustache, Richard Fake. I said his name wrong. I'm sorry.
Looks
His
Nice.
mustache is on point. Like it's a really good Albert Einstein looking
mustache.
mustache. Like I'm as you guys can tell, I like facial hair, but that is a nice mustache. Who else?
Well, how come I can't find the soundtrack I'm talking about, bro?
I don't know. It's been quite widely used. Let me see.
I know exactly. I'm thinking of the last tune
Yeah.
specifically. No, I can't find it, man. I feel like it's called Every Time something.
Every time you go.
Yeah, something like that, exactly.
Oh, that's true.
Another great 80s soundtrack.
Oh, sorry, man. YouTube,
Every time you go away.
Every time you go.
Yeah, bro, I don't care. This tune's fucking wicked.
It's the full length version.
Yeah, are we gonna get taken off YouTube for playing?
We could do,
Yeah.
but I'm
Every
gonna
Time
play it
I
anyway.
Perform My Blue Room.
Yes.
Great tune, man. Great tune.
We're gonna end it on
Play
this.
it over
Bro,
time on 15. Yeah. Great way to end.
Look
Look
at
at
that
the
smile.
smile. Look at the smile. He's got a jolly look to him. I feel like he'd just be the nicest guy to know if he was like your neighbor.
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He'd always say good morning and get you treats and whatnot.
Yeah.
He's that guy. Sounds like a weirdo, but not John Candy. Probably be a legit dude.
You know what? There's a clip, you know,
Oh, this is
about
the instrumental.
is it an instrumental?
Yeah, it's no lyrics.
Hold on, man. Extra long
Oh no, there's some lyrics. Okay.
with you. Oh, it's, oh, track is deep.
Great tune.
Like Steve Martin, and there's a clip of Steve Martin talking about that scene in the in the train station, and he was like, when John Candy dropped those lines, like Steve was like, oh my god, this guy's gonna make me cry. Like he delivered it so well, bro. He delivered it so well. Listen, I don't know where you've been. If you haven't seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, it is one of those movies that has to be in your top 10 of like comedy movies.
Yeah, comedy,
Like
family, type
family,
movies,
yeah,
right?
I genuinely can still watch that film. The rewatchability on it is insane. And that guy there, man, sorry, I just clocked. Larry Hankins. He's the guy, not he's the way, he's the guy who was in Avengers and said, you have some sort of condition.
Oh my goodness.
That's it.
Was he he was the dude whose wife he told his wife to come get the big thing, right? And they were like, no, like we got it. He's like, no, she had a baby, came outside, but she didn't scream or anything. And he like spat in his hand and shook Steve Martin's hand. But was that him? Not him. Oh my god. Baby Sutherland. She didn't scream or nothing. And you got John Candy and Steve Martin. No, we got it. They didn't want to be like, they were like, what the hell?
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, he's in there.
He is, isn't it?
He
Oh,
was
he's
in, what do you
awesome.
call it? And he was you have to what did it say to
You got a condition.
you? Because he plays those off-key roles.
He does, yeah.
Like he was in Seinfeld. He's done a lot. Again, he's got a massive catalogue of TV and movie shows. But I saw that face and I was like, condition.
Oh, good.
Man, end that on a happy note. That was a great film, great moment. That's actually made me cry, bro.
Great movie. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, 1987.
Let's do this.
All right, brother. That's it, man, for this week's episode, man. Take us out.
Guys, as always, massive thank you on the love that you guys show on the social media channels, but on here as well. Recently, you guys have been showing much more love, so thank you so much. Keep sharing that love. Keep showing that love. Keep sharing that love. Follow us on our social media. I can't even say it no more, man. Do what you have to do, but if you want to see more about what we do, you can follow our social media, TikTok and Instagram. And I hope you guys are well. Honestly, we can't thank you guys enough. We still get to do some really cool stuff and get to talk to really cool stuff. I'm looking to get some really cool guests on very soon as well. And just I'm thankful. I suppose I'm always grateful for the love that we get, and it's always nice that we can share that love with you and share our excitement of pop culture with you guys as well. It's really important to know that what we do it because we love it. Guys, go to the links in our descriptions to donate to Palestine as well. All right, guys. One love. Peace.
Peace.